Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Purgatory Plus. We're doing another Eden run today. Unicorn Stump will not appear. It does not exist. BE82JWWC, it does not. It will not. Exit does not exist. We're missing other items too, like we need Epic Fetus, but Epic Fetus, like, it bothers me a little bit less because it's a special item. I wouldn't say I'm like extremely bothered by the fact that I can't seem to get Unicorn Stump, but again, it just blows my mind and speaks to the, variance inherent in a game like this. Variance inherent, also a great name for like a Warhammer Inquisitor or something like that. Did they believe it? Did they believe I know anything about a Warhammer? It's just surprising. You just gotta laugh, is what it comes down to. Excuse me. This run is starting below average, but not terrible. HP's in a horrible spot. Scatter Bombs is actually very nice to have early, so we have some means to potentially give ourselves a Spirit Heart or, something along those lines in the future. Thank you. Ah, there we go. So now we can actually consider using Blood Rights at some point in the future here. I don't know if I called it Razor Blade a second ago. I may have. That sounds like me. Booger Tears is an okay trinket. No question about it. And, we got positives. We got positives working for us here. Oh, Lord. That was scary. We are, mostly we're using Scatter Bombs right now as leverage to carry us until we get stronger. But there is some good stuff going on here. Rate of Fire in particular is strong. Damage is terrible, but now we have Cube of Meat, and Cube of Meat is kind of like a more resilient, consistent, extensible sort of maintenance option for us here, because we can just walk into enemies, and as long as we stay one full bullet length away from them, this is a little silly. We got nothing to worry about, Alternatively, as soon as you stick one booger to them... Wow, that was a terrible dodge. Just get out of the way. Curse of the Blind has gifted us... Isaac's Heart... Okay, I understand. Isaac's Heart is actually not horrible here. I know that sounds ridiculous. With speed, this average is really the honest way to describe it. It's not gonna be incredible for us, but we can use Cube of Meat to do damage without being as concerned about things. We always have to watch where this heart is going, though. At some point, we're gonna want to win a run with Isaac's Heart, and maybe this is when that's finally gonna happen. I do want to try something. Oh. Never mind, we have the greatest combo you could ever ask for. That's why I wanted to try it. But yeah, we are now immune to any sort of damage. And now I think I never need to use my arrow keys ever again. All we need to do is walk room to room and slowly destroy every enemy we come across. And by slowly, I mean in a single button press. Because apparently, Blood Rights Isaac's Heart is actually a 10 out of 10. I do want to caution... We can do it like this. I do want to caution you, because some people are going to look at this and be like, see, we've told you for so long, Isaac's Heart is a good item. No, it isn't. The odds of getting an item like this on an Isaac's Heart run are extremely low. Like, I wouldn't say infinitesimal, but it depends on your definition of infinitesimal, I guess. Like... They're on the low side for certain. We're very lucky, don't get me wrong, and I'm very happy to be in this situation, but Isaac's Heart by itself is still bad. It's been made good by the fact that we got other things that work better for it. So this is not me trying to downplay the quality of this run, which is actually exceptional right now. What it is just me trying to be a little bit more deferential and... Oh, don't get hit by that. Thank you. And say that, it's not Isaac's Heart that made this happen. I mean, it is literally because it allows us to use an item that's also pretty bad over and over until it becomes amazing. So yeah, okay, but you know what? Fine. It's good situationally. I'm elevating it from terrible to good situationally. I don't elevate items in Isaac that frequently, so it's a landmark moment for me and mine. So the downside is that this is kind of like a... it has the potential to be a little bit of a, I don't want to say a boring run, but mechanically, it's probably going to be a little bit on the easy side. There is always the risk of us still dying, and by always, I mean temporarily. The risk of us still dying. And it's temporary because I think at some point we'll probably, usually on any run where you give yourselves a lot of chances of getting a deal with the devil, you're going to find some way to generate HP. You know, whether it be a demon judgment, or sorry, a demon baby, or sorry, a dark bomb. There we go. Or, you know, a gimpy, or a Abaddon just giving you a huge supply of demon hearts that you can use for a long time, or, you know, you get the idea. There's a lot of passive ways to generate a decent amount of HP. What we've got to do is give ourselves the ability to survive long enough to actually get to them. Because for now, this might actually be the first time I've ever had a run like this, where Isaac's heart just becomes unbelievably strong. I gotta be honest with you, I could get used to this. Fun isn't something one considers when it comes to balancing the universe, but this is enjoyable. What does he say? This does bring a smile to my face. That's it. We might as well pick it up here. Helps. I'm excited. We don't like any of those other items. Like, essentially at all. I'm not gonna pay a red heart for Brother Bobby. That does not interest me. What does interest me, what does bring a smile to my face, no, I was gonna say Little Loki, but not really. I mean, at this point, I'm gonna have like Isaac Affluenza. If you haven't heard of the term, you know, affluenza is a play on the words influenza and affluent. It's a mental virus you get when you grow up so rich that you never have to deal with the consequences for anything. Where's the heart? It's like being hidden by Little Loki. Documented cases of affluenza, like the kid who like was underage drinking and also driving and then killed somebody and his mom fled with him to Mexico. Don't do that, come on. That's affluenza right there. That's a textbook case of affluenza. Isaac Affluenza is, excuse me. Isaac Affluenza is when you, are so strong on a run, particularly if it's due to, like, one specific synergy, that nothing else on the run even, like, registers on your radar as being worth it. Like, at this point, we could skip every bomb that we ever come across and it's not gonna matter, you know? I'm trying to think. I actually don't think, and this doesn't happen often in Isaac, but I don't think there's any enemies that do anything to stop our current combination. Does this hurt? No, it does not. Like, I actually think we might have mathematically one of the strongest synergies you can have in Isaac. There will be runs that are faster, mostly because I'm not choosing to really roll this as if it was a speed run, but like, it's incredibly strong right now. And it's nice, you know, we waited a long time to get Isaac's heart, and the first time we got it on this save, it just screwed us. It is mostly garbage. But in this very unique subset, it's incredibly good. Now, we can't take Isaac's heart forever, obviously. Oh my god, no. Don't even... Plan C just is never the right option. There's always another alternative. I don't want the money, okay? I just want to bang on my drum all day. I want the speed up. I want the speed and I want the HP. I want the speed, I want the HP. I got the HP and I got the speed. Now, if you give me HP, I can leave this room as a happy boy. Might as well keep producing some money here. I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything else. Let's go. Okay. So we'll take most of the money out of here. I'm happy with our trinket, even though we almost never shoot in today's day and age. And just move along, really. Just go tap the spacebar upon entering these rooms. I did take a hit there, and I'm a little embarrassed by it, but life goes on. We do also have Bloody Lust, but Bloody Lust, I guess, almost works against us in that situation. Because, well, it doesn't work against us, but we don't benefit from it. Wait a minute. Same with Infestation. I was hoping that maybe we'd exclusively benefit and never suffer, but we're suffering just a little bit here from the fact that we don't get infinite flies from Infestation, which would have been actually dope. Anyway, we spent about 90% of that floor doing things unrelated to combat, so let's kind of nip that in the bud here as we move forward. We don't really care about cursed dice. We really don't care about booger tears. Oh my lord. Why didn't I keep IV bag? Look, because it's not nearly as good as instantly killing everything. Infinite money only gets you so far, you know, you can't, this isn't Heroes of the Storm, you know, there's no barter camps, you know what I mean? There's no bribery camps. Help. He has actually done it. We had to shoot. I mean, our stats are not bad. We've had a lot of runs. I feel like we've been a little bit below average on the variance curve lately. We've had some good runs, but we've had a lot of runs, more than usual it feels like, that have been a little bit below average in terms of their quality. So, you know, for me to look at the stats on this one, I'm like, man, it's kind of a shame it's happening on a run in which I never, ever need to touch the arrow keys. Let's go. It would be more advantageous for us if we could mix it up, but of course that implies some kind of cosmic power oversight sort of situation. You get the general idea. Mom's Pearl, I mean, in theory and probably in practice as well, and in Ethereum, is not a necessarily a poor choice for us. Because again, we're not really using booger tears, but I'm kind of I'm kind of just waiting on something better. You know, something demonstrably better. Did you just get rid of a credit card to turn it into a bomb? You madman. He's lost it. It shouldn't matter that we took this. Anyway, you're going to look... Some people are going to take this out of context. They're going to look at me passing up the D4 and be like, there goes new NL again, passing up the zaniness. This is literally, if I haven't stated it yet, this is a 1 in 1,000 run. And I mean that literally. I think this might be the first time I've ever had this combination, and this combination has been on my radar ever since I had the audacity and the gall to suggest that Isaac's Heart was a bad item. People go, oh, hey, what about the 1 in 1,000 times when it's actually incredible? And you know what? We finally got it. There's nothing zanier than that. Taking the D4 for the 300th time and rolling this run into yet another, you know, overpowered Tech X synergy does not a Zane make. This is calculated Zane. It's Zane and responsibility, baby. It's a very groovy combination. So we're on... Oh, we're absolutely going to do Boss Rush. I kind of feel like we might as well do Hush as well, even with the armor. I mean, all we need to do is tap the spacebar over and over, right? So... It's not like, oh no, my time is too valuable. Remember, you can open those now. I couldn't possibly find the time to either listen to you whine or to press the space bar as many times as is necessary to get through this next section. I just don't... Oh my lord, it's all good. I mean, we never fire, but I feel like you sort of gotta take Mulligan? I don't know. It gave us Beelzebub, so I don't feel like we made the wrong decision necessarily. But I will admit, it's most... Oh, no, I think we made the right decision, and I'm going to give you my reason why. Because of Beelzebub, we are going to be generating flies from enemies that show up that generate flies. So it's a net gain of some magnitude. I'm not going to suggest that it's necessarily a huge gain, but like with 2020, we're never shooting. I'd rather take the mulligan than 2020, because if we actually start shooting, we'd rather generate double strength flies than just shoot twice as many tiers that wouldn't generate any flies at all. They're both great though. And then I was thinking about attack fly, because it would also enable Beelzebub, but it would give us an orbital on top of that. But man, the screen shake makes me actually want to throw up. Sorry. Rest assured, it's as bad for me as it is for you. If I go faster, you like, I don't think there's a cap on the speed in which you can hit the space bar. Dude. First off, that's like a record time boss rush. Secondly, they gave us a huge damage up, which might actually work with blood rights. I have no idea. Now I want to, like, make a program that presses the space bar like 100 times a second. Can you simulate? I'm trying to think if I don't want to Stack Overflow it in the middle of the episode. I can definitely make a program that outputs a space to the screen with that frequency. I just don't know if that counts as an internal key press or if it would even work if this was the active window. Look, it's getting a little DAE right now. It's certainly makeable. I just don't know if I have the means or the desire to make it at exactly the present moment. Maybe in the future. We're getting pretty close to just making a bot that plays Isaac for me. Like, I made SpireBot. It's a bot where if you put SpireBot in your chat and then you vote, or you type !vote, which will become like S-vote or something like that, because MooBot already takes priority over !vote, followed by a number, you can actually, like, let's say you type !vote 3. This allows your chat to vote for 3 different options, including a 4th option, which is actually skip, because it's intended for voting on which card rewards the streamer should take when they're playing Slay the Spire. It was kind of like a project I whipped up in a night or two a little while ago. So SpireBot is like, that's done. The next step is make Twitch Plays Slay the Spire. And once we get Twitch Plays Slay the Spire, all we gotta do is get Twitch Plays Isaac. And then we're like, it's the easiest thing in the world, right? I mean, I actually think Twitch Plays Slay the Spire seems way more complicated. This is not going to be a DAE programming tangent, by the way, but Twitch Plays Slay the Spire seems way more difficult to program than Twitch Plays Isaac, because I'm pretty sure in Twitch Plays Isaac, all you have to do is take in chat input, parse it into a key press, and then press that key on the screen. And that's like the easiest thing in the world. In Twitch Plays Slay the Spire, you can't really do that because it's all controlled via the mouse, right? So, you know, what people are gonna type, like, play the 2nd card and apply it to the 3rd enemy. It's a little bit more complex. So Twitch Plays Isaac actually seems like extremely plausible to make. Now you got, it's not gonna break any kind of world records for ingenuity, but you got me thinking of some kind of like, you know, during spring break. That seems like a project that's very doable. Parsing Twitch chat is actually very easy because it's all, and well, I mean, it's very easy because someone smarter than me has already written a library that just does it. But yeah, you can make Twitch Plays any game that uses exclusively keyboard inputs very easily. The problem is, and you're probably bringing this up, are they likely to win? No. You would also, I guess, try to program it in such a way that they don't have the ability to just endlessly exit the game by hitting Q or escape. Or if they do it, you just reload it or something. But the thing is, you need to they need to be able to press space, and they need to be able to press down. Or end up, for that matter. So they could, in theory, navigate to the exit button on the main screen. Unless you just, on the main screen, you force them to click start game. I don't know. Anyway, that's a problem for a different day. I don't know. Why am I shooting my tears like some kind of idiot here? So with super armor, this is actually, like, extremely annoying. What? Oh, because it's Isaac's heart. That's right. Where is Isaac's heart? This is possibly going to be our death. Yeah, okay. We may actually lose here, and our tears may be the better option. Gotta give me a second to try to puzzle this one out.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Full health.
Yet another reason, by the way, why the Hush is just so much freaking fun in this game. It is my fault. There's no doubt about that. Shouldn't have come down here in the first place, but I got hubristical, okay? And it's not the name of someone who owns a steakhouse. Although you gotta admit, hubristical is a great name for a steakhouse owner. I'm suffering right now because I don't even know where Isaac's heart is. Like, obviously it's held by one of my familiars. But which familiar is it held by? I guess the other thing is, as shots are coming in, I don't think I get a brief period of invincibility, unfortunately. Yep. Yep. What do I mean by that? Well, like, if I do get a brief period of invincibility, when a shot comes in, gotta be very careful about moving backwards. When a shot comes in, all I have to do is press the space bar, interrupt our rate of fire, but in return... No! We get invincibility, but I don't think that that's the case here. Dude, this is actually kind of hilarious. We have 39 damage, and yet I am almost certainly gonna die on this run. You know what? I take it back. Isaac's heart, no longer situational. If you're gonna say don't take it out on the item as a result of your own stupidity for fighting the Hush in the first place, I want you to consider that you're taking the side of an inanimate object instead of a real human being. Which one do you think needs your support more? That being said, we're still genuinely trying. Like, where is Isaac's heart? It's definitely behind Little Loki. So there we go. Just stand here. It's not impossible for it to get hit. Clearly. But it should be very difficult. Are you actually kidding me? Okay, now... Next step, try it, especially because this is your last life, right? Like, try it like this. The problem is, on this guy, we're fine. Like, this guy's actually very easy for us to kill like this, and we should have been trying it like this earlier. But Hush, unfortunately, his bullets have more or less infinite range, I think. So the end... Never mind, we're dead. The end game was actually to, like, to try to just put so many booger tears on him. If we had shielded tears, we would have been safer. But yeah, okay, I mean, it's a great run. In a way, it's almost funnier and more memorable that this run still ended in death just by being super overpowered. But I don't really feel that we threw that one. Like, I don't feel like there was much we could have done outside of, like, playing better on the first life, admittedly. But, yeah, this is... That's really funny. So even a broken combination can be destroyed by the badness that is the Hush. I'm not salty though. That was a really fun run, and we can now say, you know what, Isaac's Heart, we had a good time with you, and I hope you guys had fun watching it as well. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.